everyone, welcome to Tips and Tricks with Theresa B. Obviously, I'm Theresa B, and today we're going to talk a little bit about organizing and planning for organizing and all the things related to organizing. Well, maybe not all the things, but so if you're coming over from my DIY channel, I want to thank you guys for coming over and checking me out. If you are brand new and have never seen me before, hi. I hope that you will check out what I've got coming up in the next few weeks. This next month or so, I'm going to be focusing in on organizing and planning and things like that. So for organizing, a lot of the examples I'm going to be giving are going to be more surrounded about my craft room, as I am a DIYer here on YouTube as well as in my regular life, I guess. I don't know. So some things to think about when you're getting ready to organize. At least for me in my craft room, it was like complete and total chaos. Crazy, everything was everywhere because we were just getting done with the holiday season. So of course, everything is everywhere. And granted, that's probably the case for my entire house. So when you're kind of going into doing your organization, think of it this way. It does not have to all happen in one day. To have that kind of expectation is probably not very realistic. We want to set ourselves up for realistic ideas and goals and things like that. So first off, kind of set your mind as to what area you are going to organize. Is it going to be a part of your house? Is it going to be an entire room? Is it just a tiny little spot on your desk that you have seemed to have lost somewhere underneath all of the things? So first, figure out where you're going to be organizing, what you're going to clean out, that kind of thing. Next, once you've decided that, make sure it is manageable. To have the idea that you're going to clean out your entire house in a weekend, if it's anything like my house has been over the course of the last 2 years during the pandemic, it's probably not realistic. So remember to be realistic in this. Set small goals as you're going. That way you feel that sense of achievement as you go. So when I shared my room tour with you, I mentioned that there's still things I'm not done with. I did not have enough time to get it all completely finished. So what I'm going to do, I am going to start making a little bit of a calendar of when we're going to start tackling different things. I am a bin maker, a pile maker, if you will. I put things in piles. I have certain spots over here of certain things that found their way to a certain area of my craft room or house or whatever. And there's just different piles. If you're a pile maker, that's okay. What I want you to do is compartmentalize these little piles. Like this little pile, I'm going to take care of on this day, or that little pile I'm going to take care of from this time to this time. Schedule yourself time to organize. Again, be realistic. If you think that pile probably take you 20 minutes, schedule yourself 30 minutes. That way, if you're done earlier, you feel like you're done earlier and you can take a break. Breaks are another big thing. When you have a big area to tackle, you have a big task in front of you, build in your mind that you're going to take breaks. It is okay to take breaks. You can do breaks different ways. You can say, I'm going to work diligently on this for 20 minutes, and then I'm going to take a 10-minute break. Or you can keep working on something until you start to think I'm going to get overwhelmed soon. Stop right then. Do not let yourself get to the point that you are overwhelmed. When you get to the point when you're overwhelmed, you just want nothing else to do with it. I don't know about you, I get so frustrated when I get overwhelmed. I leave the room and I don't want to look at it. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to go anywhere near it until that overwhelmed feeling is not even a memory anymore. So remember, time yourself, set up a certain set of time frame in your day to work on these organization tasks or piles or however you want to look at it. Give yourself breaks. Either build them into a schedule. It kind of depends on how you are and how you work as a person. If you work best knowing that you have to go gung-ho, blazing through it for 20 minutes, great, do that. If you have the thought in your mind, like, I'm going to need to work until I cannot work anymore, then do that. Mix it up. Find out which works best for you. Maybe you think you're a go blazing through it and get it done, but you work better with that time limit. Try both ways. See how it works best for you. When I am working on something, if I want to hurry up, get it done, I'll put on some music, something upbeat, get me moving, get me going. Hopefully the kids are not home because, let's be honest, a friend of mine actually just put this on her page. Her channel is Moxie DIY, Moxie and Java DIY. I'll link it for you below. Her name is Michelle though. And I'll link her channel for you below in case you want to check her out. She said that cleaning while the kids are home is like brushing your teeth while you're eating Oreos. So true. So entirely impossible to do. It feels like it. Try to get them involved though, especially if it's an area in your house that you're trying to organize. Make a game of it. Get them involved. Make it a contest. My kids, I don't know about yours, but my kids, super competitive. They just need to have some kind of goal at the end, just like us, and they just need to go in and get it done and move fast, and they're done. Over the holiday break, my daughter needed to clean up her room. She's 5. And so we told her, hey, your room won't take that long to do. You have 30 minutes. You could have the iPad for 30 minutes. But in that 30 minutes, you have to get your room clean too. You'd want to know that room was cleaned in like 3 minutes flat because she knew the rest of that time she was going to get. So build in rewards for yourself, whether it is if you get everything, once you get everything done, you're going to let yourself buy a new whatever. If you're like me and you're a crafter, if I said, okay, I am going to get everything finished and done so that I can have 30 minutes of uninterrupted crafting time. That is a really good incentive because it doesn't really happen in my house very often, especially not when the kids have been home since winter break started. So we are going to set a plan, we are going to incorporate breaks, and we're going to give ourselves a reward. While you're cleaning your things out and organizing, do not be afraid of letting things go. There's a whole ton of subjects out there that's all about basically doing that, letting things go. If it's something you didn't realize you even had and you're not like astounded by finding it and thinking like, oh my gosh, there's so many uses for this, odds are you can probably let it go. I had an entire back of my van to go to donations this past week because I was like, how do I have so many of one thing? That's what I noticed when I started like organizing all of my crafting stuff. I'm like, I never realized how many of one kind of thing I had because it was all in one spot. So don't be afraid to let things go. Just think of it this way, is when you're getting rid of things and things aren't here to help you, they're not going to motivate you, they're not going to help you create whatever it is. If it's not going to do any of those things for you, if it feels like it's just extra weight on you, if it feels like it's just extra stuff, just let it go. It's okay. Think of it down the line, you're going to replace it with something that does some of those things for you. So I hope that today has kind of helped motivate you a little bit, get you in the right frame of mind for organizing. On this channel, we are going to do a lot of things, at least with organizing and planning and things like that. And I think on our next video, I'm going to go into what is commonly referred to, at least in my world, has always been referred to as backwards planning. I'm going to use it probably in the setting of like a YouTube channel, content building, or you can also use it in pretty much anything. I'm going to try to use another example that's more like a professional based example as opposed to a YouTube one. In my regular day job, I do a lot of planning. I do a lot of things with more like project management kind of stuff. So I want to kind of bring that to you guys and help you with those things. They can be planning of anything. Like for me, I'm going to do an example of just a YouTube video, planning a YouTube video, or planning social media content. It could be planning an event, a party, a project at home. It could be any of those things. Or if like in your professional world, it could be planning something like a presentation or a report or something like that. School too, presentations or reports. This particular method of backwards planning can be applied to anything. So I hope I will catch you guys in that one, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and having a great new year so far. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of this, if you think some of those tips will help you, if there's anything in particular that you'd like to see on this channel. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.